Okay, good morning, Cyprus. So, you're going to be having a look at some divisions again today. There is going to be a mix today of divisions with a remainder and divisions without a remainder. Okay, they're going to be set out in a word problem. So, you're going to have to pull out the key problem, information from the calculation, and then complete the calculation. Again, okay, I've put on the multiplication grid if you need to use that to double check your multiplication, your division, sorry. So yesterday we started by looking at this example when we were looking at remainders, and we said actually if we wanted to divide 7 by 3, we could start doing this, okay, sharing equally. But what would happen at the end is when we divide 7 by 3, we could equally get 3 groups of 2, but we would have 1 remaining, okay? So in each group, okay, we would record that by saying 7 divided by 3, well, we could get 2, okay, ones, and then we'd have 1 remainder. And that 1 remaining is just one that's left over that doesn't fit equally into these groups, okay? We also said that when we're dividing, the remainder is always going to be smaller than the number we're dividing by. Okay, if it was 3 or more, we would be able to put them into these groups again, wouldn't we? So the remainder could only ever be in this calculation 1 or 2. So let's have a look at what we're going to be moving on to today. Before we do that, we'll recap one of the calculations from yesterday. So we're looking at that key question, aren't we? Our key question all the time is how many go into, and that we need in our head. Please have that in your head all the time. So let's use that question. How many 5s go into 6? I know I can get 1 5 into 6, and I'm going to have 1 remaining. So although we've not had remainders at the end before until yesterday, we've always had these remainders in here, haven't we? So we're comfortable using and working out the remainders anyway. Then we're doing how many 5s go into 15? Well, I know 3 5s go into 15. How many 5s go into 6? I know I can get 1 into 6, and then I carry the 1 left over, the 1 remaining. And then let's think about how many 5s go into 12. Now I know that 2 lots of 5 go into 12, and that's 10. So then I'm going to have 2 remaining, aren't I? Because I can only get to 10, I needed to get to 12. So 11, 12, I'd have 2 remaining. So we'd write our answer, 1,312, remainder 2. Okay, so reminder on word problems, you need to really read it, okay? You might want to underline any key facts that you might need, okay, and then write out your number sentence. What is your number sentence going to be? Your calculations today are all going to be based around one fact. So this is an example, okay? Children have a sports day. Teachers want to put them into teams, okay? There are 362 children in the school. So that's the total amount, okay? We want to put them into teams. Now all of our questions are going to be linked to this number up here, apart from your last one today, okay? All of these questions that we go through, you're going to have a different number here. So how many teams will there be if they are sorted into teams of 3? Okay, so sorted into gives me a clue that we're going to be dividing, because that's like sharing between, isn't it? So I'm going to have 362 children divided into teams of 3. Okay, so I'm going to write that in a bus stop. 362 goes under my bus stop, that's the total amount, and we're dividing into teams of 3. So let's have a look at my calculation then. How many 3s go into 3? 1. How many 3s go into 6? 2. How many 3s go into 2? How many 3s go into 2? Hello, I think you're back with me. Sorry, my internet dropped out then. So we got to this point here. How many 3's go into 2? Now, 0 3's go into 2. Okay, and we're going to have 2 remaining. So remainder 2. So even if that is the last digit, okay, we do it in exactly the same way. So we'd have 120 teams, and we'd have 2 children that wouldn't be in a team. So 130, remainder 2. Now let's have a look at our next one. So again, we're coming back to this main number, 362 children. Okay, they all need a medal for taking part. Medals come in packs of 7. How many packs do we need? Okay, so we're going to be dividing, aren't we? 362 divided by 7 to find out how many packs we will get. So 362 goes under the bus stop. Okay, we're dividing into groups of 7. So here we go. How many 7s go into 3? I know that's 0. So I'm going to move this across. I might want to cross that one out. How many 7s go into 36? Okay, if we're unsure of our 7s, we could count up in 7s, couldn't we? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Okay, so I know that 5 can fit in all together. Okay, and then we've got 1 left over. We've got 35 here, didn't we? So we need 1 left over. How many 7s go into 12? Well, I know that 1 7 will go into 12, but I'm going to have some left over. So let's count on from 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 5 remaining. So I would need, okay, let's think about this. Medals come in packs of 7. Okay, 51 packs. Exactly, but I would need 5. There would be 5 children left without a medal then, wouldn't it? So actually, I would need 52 packs. Okay, so that every single child got a medal. So your calculations today look like this. So here is your key number. Okay, and then all of your calculations link to that number. So it'd be 3 divided by that number. 4 divided by that number, or that number divided by 3, that number divided by 4. The only time that changes is in the last question where you've got another number, because then it takes in the children and the parents. Okay, have a go at that, see how you get on. I am doing an extra session this morning at 10:45. Okay, so I'll see you then if you're struggling with the maths.